Hello everybody, this is the second tutorial I am doing over Photoshop CS4 extended version. Today we are going to be covering some 3D in Photoshop, and yes, I said 3D. Okay, this is basically what we will be creating. These little lines over here, the 3D lines. And you can tell they are 3D because you can move them around in 3D space. So yes. So first, you will start with a new document. I like my width really wide and my height not so much because it gives this nice landscape feel to the picture. And you want all this, okay. And once you have done this, you want your background to be black. So first you just go to Alt Delete, you make it black, or you can paint it in. It doesn't matter, you get the same black background. Now you will want to go to your brush tool and right click to bring up the options menu, and go to the drop down arrow here and go to assorted brushes, and then you will want to go to texture 4, which is the last brush in the second to last row. So click on that, and depending on your canvas size, you will either want it to be bigger or shorter, or increase or decrease the diameter of your brush. So get out of that and create a new layer. Make sure this is white, and that is not the effect we are wanting. That is the default brush setup. So undo that and go to Window, Brushes, or you can just press F5, or I think that may just be for me because I have it over here. But go to Brush Tip Shape and then make sure spacing is at 1%. You will get a nice even spacing of none. And then go to Shape Dynamics and make sure your control is on pin pressure. After you are done with that, you will get this nice brush look. But you do not want to start just painting with it. You will want to go to your pen tool, and from one corner of the screen you will want to click, and to the opposite corner, and by opposite I mean total opposite, like this, going diagonal across your screen, you want a path. Now on this path you want to right click, go to stroke path, and if you have never used this tool before, this is what it will look like when you first open it up. Make sure you go to brush and you click simulate pressure. That will simulate the brush's pressure from this end to this end. See? And then press delete twice to get rid of the path, and that is your basic line you want. Now go to 3D, go to new shape from layer, and make it a sphere. Give it a second to give it the 3D look, and now you have a 3D layer. Now your 3D controls are on the bottom of your toolbar on the left, and just click the first 3D tool because it will actually move the object, and the second one moves the camera angle. which that may not sound right, but trust me, it moves the camera angle, and yeah. So you have a 3D object here, but you have this sphere, this grayness you do not want, as you can see. So you will want to double click on this layer 1, then you will want to go down here, click on the new layer, bring it down so it's kind of the background, make your background black, and Alt delete, make the whole background black. This is very important because that will make it all black. Yeah, it's confusing, but you'll see later. And then go to layer and go to flatten image. It will make it all one file or layer, and it's kind of like merging them, but it's flattened them. It's a bigger file, as you can see here. When you go to save as, why is it always in that? Photoshop. Do not save it as a PSB. Save it as a PSD. And then go to, and save it to like a mask. And I will save it because I already have it named. And you cannot use mask from an image you use with like a 715 canvas on like an 8:9 canvas. It will not work because the aspect ratios are different. So you have to make a new mask for every image, and then delete that, and then go to your 3D options, which is in Window 3D, and on the first one, when this says draft, change it to best, and go to the third button on the top of the 4 buttons, and go all the way down to opacity, and there will be this little button thing you can click it, say load texture, and load your mask. Open, and you now have just the line. Congratulations. But now you want to make it a different color. Then you go to self-illumination, and if you want it this grayish color, then keep it at black. But if you want it a different color, like red, change it to red, or purple, or blue, or any color. I want my first line to be purple. And then Control J to duplicate it. Turn this a little. And I want my second line to be green. Control J, duplicate it. And I want my third line to be blue. Okay, I like that. You can make however many lines you want. It does not matter. And you can also resize your images by clicking on the one you want to resize. And with this little axis, if you click in the center of it, if you scroll down, it will make the image or the line either increase or decrease in size, whether you go up or down. And I want it a little bigger, and that good. And also you can play around with this because all of these do different things also. So that's kind of neat.